All right, guys, welcome back to Three Rivers Rundown, episode number 11 of season 2. We've got the usual cast here. Guys, as we know, it's day 3 of the NFL draft. Joe, give him a little peek.
Yeah,
Behind
you're
him.
going to have to move over a little bit so I can see the TV.
Don't tell me what to do.
No, that's
don't
on me.
tell me what to do.
Yeah,
That's on me.
But so we're just going to recap the first 3 rounds and then maybe give some live reactions to round 4 while we're doing this podcast.
You know what? I think now's a good time to take a look at this screen here. We got the Jets about to put their pick in here. Could it be?
Is he finally going to go?
Could it be?
You know what's weird? I just noticed this, Joe. It looks like you have a Philadelphia Eagles hat on. Like for our viewers, they might think that's the Eagles. No, I'm serious though.
Okay, that's our high school logo. There he is.
Yeah, but they don't know that, some of them.
No, they do.
No, they do.
Arian Smith, wide receiver, Georgia.
All right.
Okay. Very anticlimactic.
I will say, guys, maybe to start off, I would just like go over maybe just the Steelers draft to start off. What are your guys' thoughts on our first and third round pick?
What do I say every episode? Every episode I say it. You win the game in the trenches.
Yes.
I say that every single episode. I love the pick. Rest in peace to his mother that passed away the day after. But
no, that night.
Was it that night?
It was like shortly after he got to the hospital.
Man.
Derek Harmon.
But I do love the pick.
The more I'm looking at it, I was kind of upset with that pick at first, not because we took Harmon. I love Harmon. Think he'll fit in perfect with Pittsburgh, just because I wanted us to trade back. And I was like, dude, if we would have traded back 5 picks, we could have got him. Looking at it now, I was thinking a good trade candidate with us would have been the Lions. And I didn't even realize the Lions ended up taking a D tackle. So if we would have traded with the Lions or after, they would have taken Harmon. So now I'm kind of happy that we stayed and took him.
In my opinion, Harmon was the second best D tackle in the draft. I know there were 3 taken before him, but I was honestly pretty surprised by that.
Who's one? Your boy Darius Alexander?
Mason Graham.
Was he supposed to go like top 5? I wanted to ask you guys that.
Great.
He
Yeah.
was?
So
Okay. All right.
Where he went is where they thought he was going to go, but they just thought it would be Jacksonville taking him, not
Right.
the ground.
Okay.
So he fell at the exact spot that they were projecting him.
You can't blame Cleveland for accepting that trade, by the way. They got a freaking boatload.
It was great. It was great for them.
Dead serious. I think that was the best move made in this draft.
Agreed.
Cleveland.
Granted, Travis Hunter, he appears to be generational talent, but dude, you traded back 3 picks, got an insane defensive player still to pair up with Myles Garrett, that's a crazy D line. And you got an early second-round pick this year, and you're getting a first-round pick next year in what's supposed to be a really good quarterback draft class.
Yep.
So, I mean, I just think that was an amazing play by the Browns. Amazing.
Yeah. I will say, though, like being a Steelers fan and looking at their draft, obviously, great move. You know, they made smart moves in acquiring picks and moving back, stuff like that. I'm not very scared of their draft, though, outside of Mason Graham.
I 100% agree. I think they've had a good draft, but I also think because where they're drafting so early, you're going to have hits. But I think they also skipped up on a lot of people that could have been really big for them. I know Dom's passionate about this, but I don't think Judkins was the right answer, especially
easy now. Easy over there.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, they definitely needed to draft a running back within the first.
Yeah, but I would have thought Henderson.
They got a good one.
Pick. Yeah, I said, it's
there's
no bad picks yet for that, but
I'm in a group message with my brothers and a couple of their friends, and as soon as they picked Judkins, one of our buddies was like, "Wait, what?" And I think I typed first. I was like, I thought it would have been Henderson if anyone, and I think my brother said the same thing. But I was surprised by that because, we talked about Henderson. We've been joking with Dom a lot about Henderson being like the full package, home run guy, can catch passes out of the backfield, stuff like that. And they go Judkins, so that's an interesting pick. I would have been a little bit more scared if it was Henderson because He's a little bit more versatile.
I will say, for like team fit wise, I do think like that power running back like style of player fits in better with the Browns. But I think Henderson would be the better player.
Listen, I feel like they're both great runners. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
I had Henderson
wrong. There's no wrong answer. Either way, like you're getting a dog. So it's like,
how about them taking Dylan Gabriel though over all those other guys? I saw in like other drafts, he was going like 7th round, maybe undrafted. Did you guys see that too?
They had
not undrafted, but
like late, right?
After the 5th round, I feel
there had to have been something in an interview where they heard something they liked, or like they were seeing something where they're like, "That's our guy." Because just that I could think of, you have Kyle McCord, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, and Shedeur that I think were all ranked higher than him. So it's like they kind of reached for him.
I don't know if McCord was.
Okay.
I don't know if McCord was, but definitely Will Howard.
McCord definitely was.
Yeah.
How the
McCord was?
Yes, 1,000%. I saw it before.
I knew Howard 100% was. I thought in the mock drafts I saw it.
The board that was showing like best available on the screens showed that like Dylan Gabriel was like 5th or 4th or something. Then McCord, Shedeur, and Will Howard. Even honestly, I think Riley Leonard might have been in front of him.
Wow.
If I remember looking at it, he was like the 5th best quarterback available, like after Milroe went. It was 4 or 5.
Are you looking at Mel Kiper's shit?
I'm looking whatever was on the screen, whatever was popped up on the TV. I mean, it might not be accurate.
I just base it off of like
what is that noise?
Mock drafts.
Are you playing a guitar or something?
That sounded like the drums, dude.
maybe it was the drums from that, but it was like boom, boom.
That's scary. It's like the Undertaker's theme song.
Wait, what?
I'm dead serious.
But guys, I feel like we kind of are straying away from the initial question of the Steelers. I absolutely love our 3rd round pick, and I will have to say he's been on this pod. We all know and love him, the Exterminator. Give him a GM spot in the NFL, because this man, I was at his house week 3 of the NFL season, or of the college season, and we had an Iowa game on in the quad boxes. And as we're watching that game, there's a guy I've never even heard of, running the ball, looking good. And the Exterminator looks me dead in the eyes, and he goes, "Next year, that is the Steelers starting running back." He didn't say that about a single person in that college season except for Caleb Johnson.
Hey,
Caleb Johnson is the Steelers running back. Crazy.
He sniffs it out. He sniffs it out.
I literally, up to that point, I feel like this year I got more into college football than I have been, but I've never heard of Caleb Johnson before. I'm not like, if I watch college football, usually Iowa is not a game I'm turning on.
Yeah.
Within a quarter of the game, Tim was like, "Yep, that dude's a dog." Like he knew about him. He goes, "He's a Steeler next year."
So we can all agree that Rodgers is coming here now, right? I mean, it has to be confirmed. So there's no way we go. It has to be.
I would say it's more likely yes than no, but I'm not saying it's certain. I have no idea anything about that man. No,
I'm telling you right now, he's going to sign on either tomorrow or Monday. Bold prediction. Watch.
I can see it. I can see
telling
it.
you.
You know what's wild? I saw that Rodgers and Johnson were working out together at some point.
Who was?
Rodgers and Caleb Johnson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were working out together not long ago.
Is Johnson from Cali by chance? Because Rodgers is from Cali. Maybe they're out there like.
I don't know, but like, okay, still.
Yeah, no, for sure. Huh. Hey, I'm happy we have Pickens and Metcalf for at least 1 year, because we're not trading Pickens at this point. I mean, I don't think so, but unless something very weird happens, within the next couple of weeks. But like draft purposes, we're not going to trade him now. I mean,
I don't think we'll trade him.
Which I'm excited for, dude. Honestly, top 3 duo in the league. And if we get Rodgers in here, maybe a Shedeur with him, or a Quinn Ewers, or Will Howard, whatever.
Dude, you get any quarterback who's half competent.
That's what I mean, dude.
Because I mean, you got DK and George, and people forget you still got Freiermuth too.
Freiermuth, absolutely. We got Roman Wilson coming, Calvin Austin.
Roman Wilson, I have no idea anything about that dude. Like, what happened with him? It was an injury. Then he wasn't ready. Then it was an injury, and then just didn't hear.
Tomlin said it's hard to get on a moving train.
Yeah.
So I would think that their playbook and their scheme and everything changed a lot since Roman Wilson was able to practice and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm not like too worried about it because Calvin Austin had a great year, and I think he's just going to keep getting better. So I'm really not stressing that one. I'm not at all.
I think Roman Wilson screwed himself by not being ready. Well, obviously outside things from him getting hurt, but I think Calvin Austin played a lot better than what the Steelers were expecting. I know I was excited for him as soon as we drafted him, and his rookie year was kind of a letdown. But then last year, like, obviously he's not a stud, like, whatever, but for a slot receiver, number 3 guy, I mean, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, having wheels like that, you can't not get excited about
like a gadget guy.
I do think we're going to draft a receiver still. I don't know if that's going to be soon or later in the rounds, but I think maybe in the 6th round, 5th round.
I don't know why, but I told my dad we worked out today, and as I'm leaving his car, I turned around and I told him, I go, Xavier Restrepo coming to the Steelers.
Steph, I like that.
I have no inclination. I don't even know if they talked to him. I don't know why. He was just leaving the car. I was like, let me throw out a name, but it felt good.
I like that, though.
He wanted a what's it called? An exterminator call.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So,
I like that pick, though, man.
But I think I have a feeling if you don't get him with this coming pick, he won't be there for our next one. So
I mean, we got to get a secondary guy at some point too. Though.
Yeah, I was gonna say my guess is gonna be Dorian Strong, cornerback out of Virginia Tech.
Corner.
I think for me, my guy is a guy that I've been saying how much I like them in all of our mock drafts. I love Denzel Burke, dude.
He still hasn't gone.
Dude. Yeah, I haven't seen him.
I think the reason why is not this past season, the season before, he was so good, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's just going to be a top pick in the draft." And then this past season, he wasn't good at all, like bad.
Yeah, he was like going to be a 1st-round pick potentially.
So I think last year, if he would have went into the draft because he was a junior, he would have been like a early 2nd-round guy, and he stayed one more year, didn't do good. Now, I mean, we're in the 4th round, still not taken. So. But that's why I kind of like him.
I would like to see the Steelers take the safety out of Wisconsin. I can't remember his last name. His first name's Hunter, but he's pretty good. He's like 6'2". He brings it. I can't remember his name though.
I think the best pick in the draft so far was Will Johnson sliding so far to Arizona. I like Will Johnson, man. I know he was injured all last year, but I like him.
I'm starting to think his injury was like.
That's what it was.
Like a major concern because there's no way you go from like a top 10 pick.
Well,
to what?
I think any type of concern at this stage for a 1st-round pick, any sort of concern, like you're not going to take that gamble on.
Agreed.
Even still. So I think I agree with Dom. That was a great pick because I think he's really freaking good. I hope he can get healthy, but I don't know.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think we're going Shedeur right now, or whatever our pick is?
Really? I don't.
What do we do? You think we're going quarterback or what?
I think
no. Well,
aren't valuing Shedeur high, obviously, because if we did, we probably would have tried to get him already. But there's so many quarterbacks there that I think they would be comfortable getting. It's like if they keep falling, why are we going to pick?
Yeah.
Because I think they're comfortable with Kyle McCord. I think they're fine with Quinn Ewers. I think they're fine with Will Howard. Those are 3, and you still have Shedeur 4. And not many teams are going to be drafting quarterbacks right now.
I'd like Howard out of those 4. Honestly.
Dude,
I'm Shedeur just because I think.
But like for me, even still, like I think I would prefer Howard.
Yeah.
I think there's some agreement between all the owners or GMs of the NFL that they're not going to draft Shedeur because this is absolutely insane what's going on, dude. It makes zero sense. He was supposed to be a top 3 pick a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago, dude. Like it's something weird is going on. Unless he went back in those interviews and he was a complete a-hole.
I heard he.
What if Dion's just fucking doing this and having all these people like put these false reports out? I'm just saying it's possible.
My thing.
What do you mean though?
I heard is
so Shedeur, to put these false reports out, right? And they're saying all these people like Shedeur. He's coming in for all these interviews, right? There's how many teams that could take him in the 1st round?
Yeah,
and they're just having people put stuff out there. That stuff happens, and hoping that it catches on, hoping that a team sees that and like, oh shit.
Yeah. I will say though, I think they fully expected him to be a first-round pick.
Yeah, I mean
that's what I mean, dude.
Like he wasn't gonna have that massive party, do all that stuff. Just if it was like, it's just like Dion was just like stirring stuff up. Like they truthfully, like there had to have been teams talking to him and like where they really believed, like he was first, like they were taking him in the first round.
How about the Colts here 2 picks away? I can see them going quarterback maybe.
Danny Jones and Anthony Richardson.
I'm just so interested in this dude. It's like blowing my mind. I'm just waiting for this dude to get drafted. If he doesn't get drafted, I don't know what I'll do. Like I'll be so confused.
Is that Joe? Cody
Simon from Ohio State. Is Jack Sawyer still there?
Yeah, Jack Sawyer is still available. Which I like Jack Sawyer, but it'd be senseless for the Steelers to take him.
Not necessarily. I could see us adding an edge later on.
Yeah, but I'm saying right now, dude, we have so many other holes to fill. Edge rushers, like the one position, like we don't draft, it's like we'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't hate the Steelers or to see the Steelers draft Tyler Batty out of BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black's still there. He climbed draft boards.
Joe, what pick are we in the 4th?
123.
So we're coming up on ours.
So we're 7 picks away.
Yes.
But guys,
Miami traded to Houston. Houston's been active this draft, man.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they're giving everything away. They're idiots.
Because they're in win now mentality. Go out, fill in the holes you have, and then
I honestly don't. I disagree.
They work out. You don't need.
I don't think the Texans are close to winning anything.
I don't think they're close at all. I really don't.
Jack Sawyer is the 8th best available right now.
Dude, look at the Cardinals draft. Walter Nolan, Will Johnson, Cody Simon, and Jordan Birch.
Your Texans going here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Easy. You're a married man.
How about I was at a draft party Thursday night for Christian's Steeler party, and he was like throwing like towels, hats, whatever into the crowd.
Is that where you got your hat?
Yeah, but I went to grab, I think it was a towel that was thrown, like went behind me, and like I kind of like fell over, and like I turned like back to the stage, and a hat hit me in the face.
Is that hat?
It was this hat. It hit me in the face. I went like this.
It was someone's hat.
It was like from the stage, like people, they were just throwing it away.
Did they
like,
record that?
That's a good question.
I didn't know if they were doing like a live podcast or something, and I didn't see them live at all.
You know what though? I mean that lasted from like 7:30 to literally like 11:30. So maybe because it was like 4 hours, they're like, okay, we're not going to record this whole thing.
Just live.
I don't know. Yeah, I know, but I don't. That's a good question.
I mean, granted, what do I know? But he could have live streamed it, and then like you just leave it up if somebody wants to watch it. Go ahead, and then there's probably so many like funny moments or like content that you could just like clip from it.
Dude, Casey Hampton literally probably weighs as much as me now.
Stop that!
I'm dead serious. He walked out. I didn't think it was him.
Looked like
it's like still like big, like his head's big, but his body. I mean, he's still a big boy. Don't get me wrong. But like when he walked out, I was like, nah, that's not Casey Hampton. He had Casey Hampton, Louis Lips, Kendrell Bell, Peyton Wilson, Beanie Bishop, and Zach Frazier.
I love Beanie.
And I think Santonio Holmes was supposed to be on, but I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah.
But it was cool, man. It was cool. The whole entire stage A&E indoors was filled. There was a bar there. It was free to get in. We just had to wait to get, into the building.
I didn't even notice Joe left.
Wait.
I missed that. I completely missed that. He just got back.
Wait, was he not there the whole time?
Joe, I think you're muted. We can't hear you now.
No, he's not muted.
Yeah, my dog was barking.
Okay. But one draft I also want to talk about, guys, is, I mean, granted, it was just their first 2 picks, but dude, Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of scary. A little bit.
Malachi and Green. I will say that I'm way happier they took Malachi over
Joe's
boy. Yeah, Joe's boy.
Oh,
I don't know though, dude.
Starks is a dog.
Starks is good. Starks is good.
I agree with that, but imagine having two safeties on the same team that are 6'3", 6'4", like.
Yeah.
So Imanwari, when he got drafted, I saw like they were talking. They're like, "Oh yeah, like who do you model your game off of?" Everything. He goes, "Kyle Hamilton." Now imagine he's on the same team with Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton's an All-Pro safety. Now they're gonna have another guy who plays just like him at safety.
Didn't they get a receiver too, or another running back or something that I saw? They got another weapon, didn't they? Or am I totally wrong with that? I might be thinking of the wrong team.
I don't know.
I could have sworn Baltimore got another weapon of some sort.
What's that?
I could have sworn Baltimore either got another receiver or running back, tight end. I could be totally wrong with this, but
I'm looking up right now.
I
could be thinking of
picked twice.
They could have.
Oh wait, no, yeah. Baltimore's draft is phenomenal. They went Malachi Starks, Mike Green, and my boy Emory Jones.
Oh yeah, that's right. Emory Jones. I forgot I watched that last
Steph, you're pissed.
Hey, but I will say I've been calling out Elijah Arroyo for how long I like him.
You did,
and
100%.
I think he got drafted way earlier than even I thought he was going to get drafted.
And I called Junkins, so you guys can be quiet for a little bit too.
I don't think I was disagreeing with you. I think me and Joe were saying that Henderson was the more explosive running back. Because I forget what we were talking about, but it was something along the lines of like breakaway speed, and you're like, "That's Judkins." We're like, "No, that's Henderson."
You guys would show me every mock draft afterwards, and the Henderson would be before him. You guys, you'd be like, "Dom, look, Henderson went before Judkins."
That's not.
Everyone had him. Though. Everyone had him.
I don't even think that's true on my end. I think what I was saying is Henderson was just more athletic. I wasn't saying that he was better. I was just saying he was a more athletic running back. He's more of a third down.
That was the argument.
Yeah,
you said I'll take Judkins in open field any day over Henderson. We're like, you're silly,
guys. The Rams just traded. I think the Rams might go quarterback.
Good.
The pick is in. I'm telling you, this might be a quarterback right here.
For Atlanta, they could have thought Atlanta might have paired Shedeur and Penix.
I'm telling you, watch, dude.
DJ Lagway.
Hey, I love this pick. He's the number 6 best available on the board. David Walker, edge out of Central Arkansas.
He stinks.
Wow, they take the Auburn running back.
Wow, never mind then.
Who's the Auburn running back? What's his name?
Jarquez Hunter.
Oh.
Dude, what is going on with the quarterbacks? It's pissing me off.
Everyone doesn't like this quarterback draft class.
All right, a little go pack go action for the boys here.
Yeah, you guys might be right. I don't think we're gonna get a quarterback. I think you're right, Steph. I don't think.
Listen, like the 4th round is where you find the draft gems. This is where you find some potential starters that come on in camp and.
but listen, I always go back to this. We have no quarterbacks besides one that's played like maybe 14 total games in his career.
Well, hey, I'll tell you this: if the Steelers were felt that they're in that situation, they'd be panicking at this point, and they would have tried to take a quarterback already.
I'm just saying. What if the Steelers are just like, screw it, let's not take a quarterback. Let's hope Mason comes in here and just absolutely stinks, and then next year we can get a guy.
Well, I think to me, Rodgers is 95% coming.
Agreed. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind either. It makes no sense to me. We didn't go quarterback the first freaking 4 rounds if we don't get Aaron Rodgers. It makes 0 sense to me.
I've been hearing you guys all off season. Rodgers is signing next week. Rodgers is signing next week. Rodgers is signing.
Well, dude, it just doesn't make sense.
Rodgers is signing before the draft. Rodgers is signing after the draft. Now it's literally going to be. I don't think we get Rodgers.
It's hard for me to believe that we're going to do this the whole season with DK Metcalf and George Pickens and Freiermuth. It just makes 0 sense to me that we'd go out there with Mason Rudolph, Quinn Ewers, and Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, granted, we don't know what.
I mean, you got how many first-round quarterbacks projected next year?
Yeah,
right. You could be middle of the pack and still get a good quarterback.
And but Rodgers might stay for 1 year. Sorry,
I haven't mentioned.
You could sit
behind. Where's the draft? Where's the draft next year?
4-1-2, baby.
Who has the most picks in the draft next year?
Us,
wait, do we really?
We will. We're gonna get a shit ton of compensatory picks.
We already have 3 minimum and 2.
Why? Who do we lose?
So we
got a third for Russ, a third for Fields.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We got a third for Dan Moore. We got a fourth for Fields and a fifth for Russ. But Fields and Russ's compensatory can move up depending on how many games
they play. Which they're both going to be the starters.
Well, we'll see about Russ now if he starts for the full season.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Still, he's going to be a starter.
If Fields starts X amount, his can move up to a third. And then I think Wilson, the highest his can go is a fourth.
We'll also get one for Najee.
Yeah, we'll get one for Najee.
I think third or fourth for Najee.
How do you qualify for that though? Like, how do they determine?
When you lose someone to free agency. I don't know what determines what round pick it is.
I know that, but like, what makes you like such a big like Najee Harris is like, yeah, he's a good running back, but he's not like a top 10 running back.
I don't know. I don't know what it's based off of. I don't know how they determine.
And Russell Wilson, we're getting one for Russell Wilson.
It doesn't matter if there's a guy you put in free agency that's restricted, you get a compensatory pick for him.
It might be like if they played X amount of snaps for you, or like, I don't know. I really don't know exactly what it is. Bengals about to pick. Who could the Bengals go here, you guys think?
I honestly have no idea who's left.
So it says here, compensatory picks are draft picks awarded to teams that lose more free agents than they gain, serving as a mechanism to keep teams from becoming depleted of talent. The NFL awards these picks based on a formula that considers the size of the contract the free agent signs with another team and their performance their first season with that team.
Oh.
The biggest compensatory pick possible is a third-round selection, which would go to the team that lost a player who signed a position-leading contract and had a successful first season with their new team.
Interesting.
You can receive up to 4 compensatory picks per year, and these picks are added to the 7 regular draft picks each team receives, meaning teams can have multiple picks in a single round.
Man, there's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes, man.
Yeah.
They do that same thing with the MLB too, Steph, right? Like, it's not the same format, but don't they get like some sort of like compensatory pick or whatever you call it?
I don't know. I'm a big baseball guy. I've never understood the MLB draft. I never got into that usually.
Well, there's 9 million.
Did the Bengals trade their pick to the Titans?
No, they just picked the linebacker from
Bowman.
No, linebacker from Clemson. I saw it was like Garrett. They just went with a linebacker from Clemson. I can't remember his name.
Garrett?
I could have the name wrong. They literally just picked somebody from Clemson linebacker. He was a Butkus finalist, it said.
Barrett Carter.
Barrett.
Okay.
Barrett, yeah, not Garrett, sorry.
They got Shamar Stewart, Demetrius Knight Jr., Dylan Fairchild, and Brett Carter.
Did you guys notice their first 3 picks were SEC guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Smart move. Look what Philadelphia does. They go after every single Georgia freaking player you can find.
I don't think they got a Georgia guy this year, though.
Not this year, but like their last couple
of seasons, it's like 90% of their picks were Georgia.
That's what I mean.
This year they got Bama, Texas, Nebraska. Dude, honestly, the Eagles, like, I don't get it. They always have a good draft. They got Jahad Campbell, Andrew Mambuka, and Ty Robinson.
I heard he was. I heard
like Robinson a lot.
That GM's like just a wizard. Like,
yeah,
the best GM in the entire NFL. I actually think the guy in the Steelers front office is his assistant. I forget his name. It's
Waddle.
What is it?
Waddle.
Andy Waddle.
Yeah, he's from Philly.
Yeah. Can't you tell? We're drafting a lot of linemen the last couple of years.
I love it.
A lot of line.
I'm okay with it.
Let's hope they start panning out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I think you got to win the game in the trenches. I say it every episode. So get as many big boys as you possibly can get.
Oh, I didn't see Scatterboat to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I think I picked my dad. It was like the 3rd pick of this round.
Yeah. It was very early. I was watching it.
When whoever drafted first, someone second, I think it went Scatterbo, then Tootin.
Yep. That's right.
Gunnar Helm.
Steelers up in 2, fellas.
Bring them.
I'm behind you guys a little on my screen.
Throw up the watch.
Dude, I'll tell you what, the Titans draft class, dude. It's It's a really good draft class.
I think this will go down as one of the craziest scenarios ever in a draft for what's going on with Shedeur.
Yeah.
Ever. I've never even seen something close to this.
The Titans got Cam Ward, Oladejo, Kevin Winston Jr., some Florida receiver. I don't know how to Shamir Dyke, and then Gunnar Helm. Dude, they very well. The Titans could be this year's
David Walker, Central Arkansas.
Commanders.
There goes Gonzalez.
Announced it in Dusseldorf.
Come on, Pittsburgh. Go get him. Go get that boy in Colorado. Go get him. Go get him. Throw the watch up.
No. Would Carolina entertain Shedeur?
No.
You don't think?
At this point, dude, I think any team can entertain Shedeur because it's not a high pick, and they could just be like, screw it, might as well just take a flyer on him. So I wouldn't be surprised if any team drafted him at this point.
Did you guys see that field? It was purple and gold. That was a sweet field.
Yeah.
Whose field was that?
I think it might have been Central Arkansas. Yeah.
Purple and gray.
It was pretty cool, dude.
I'm behind you guys, so I'm seeing the field right now.
Are you watching ABC?
What?
Are you watching it on ABC or ESPN?
Yeah. I think it's ESPN. I have it. I paused it, so I'm a little bit behind, so I can watch on your screen, and then I can watch the reruns on this one.
There goes Tampa.
Smart man here.
Got their guy. Panthers and us, boys.
Come on.
I think it'll be good for the pod if we win Shedeur. That's all I'm saying.
We should do a live stream next year, fellas. Everyone drop in the chat. Would you want us to do a live stream?
I'll be at the draft guaranteed 1 or 2 days.
I'll probably go
Guaranteed.
night one. Take off Friday.
100%.
We're gonna need
that would be night. Yeah, that would be night one. Wait, so if you take off Friday, Joe, if you take off Friday, why wouldn't you just go to the first 2 days?
Well, the Friday session starts at 7:00 p.m. I don't know if I would want to do that twice. Dude, there was 205,000 people there last night.
Dude, I heard rumors
in Pittsburgh.
I heard rumors that they're going to build like a walkway from like the point to Acrisure Stadium.
Dude, they should.
So you can like access, for the draft. So you can just access like back and forth easier than,
walking over the bridge.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, I was listening to the draft.
So I heard rumors that they're going to build a walkway from the point to Acrisure Stadium. That way you can just go back and forth from North Shore to the point instead of taking the bridge, walking all the way around.
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Ransom.
Yeah.
Here we go, fellas.
The pick is in, boys. Clock
here comes Shedeur.
No, ready? Here comes Xavier Restrepo.
I just got a weird feeling it's Shedeur.
I think it is too.
I hope it's not.
I need to turn my phone up for this. I'm sorry. I need to hear this announcement. Can you guys hear
turn my TV up?
Yeah, turn your TV up.
I can't hear your phone.
Turn it up.
The Panthers have had a great draft.
No, they stink.
You guys hear it?
Yeah, let me mute mine.
A little louder, Joe. A little louder. 64.
That Dion.
That's good. Come on, Pittsburgh.
Lock in.
I'm putting my rally cap on for Shedeur. Actually, no, I don't want to ruin this hat. Here he goes. You guys used to have to do that all the time when you played us in Little League, I'll tell you that.
Football here, dude.
Remember that, Joe? Yeah, they would have to put it on every game because they never had a chance against us.
Yeah.
Did you hear me, Dormont boy?
I'm trying to listen here.
First round took Derek Harmon, sent to tackle out of Ford by way of Michigan State. By the way, condolences to Derek and his family and the loss of his mother yesterday. She had been ill. Telling the story for Derek. Caleb Johnson.
Come on. Come on, Omar. Dude,
Let's stop.
I don't know. Has Dorian Strong even been picked? Or maybe he had.
I don't think he is.
Quincy Riley. I don't think.
Here we go.
Him and Beanie are similar.
Steelers selection.
We could go another D tackle in that series. Might be Yaya Black. Team him up with his teammate. Here we go, boys. Oh!
Yeah!
That's a wild pick. I did not see that coming.
Wait,
I mean, why? We don't need him, dude.
Did I
know,
not
dude.
just say earlier in
I
this
don't
podcast,
know.
like, dude, I would love Jack Sawyer, but I just don't think it makes sense. But I love Jack Sawyer.
Oh my god! I'm going.
Dude.
I'll see. You
By the
guys
way,
later.
also just learned Harmon's going to be number 99 for the Steelers.
I
I
like
like it. I like it. All right, let's see
I just don't really understand. Like, why not go get a corner then? Why are we going linebacker or edge? Go corner.
Really a big inspiration for me was
I love me
a
some
friend of mine
Jack
named
Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer too. He was from Manor, Ohio. He was battling a rare form of cancer. I was able to reach out to him and grow a connection with him. It was really special with him and his family. He passed away in November.
What is that?
Joe's tapping.
That impacted me a lot. I was
What?
able to talk to him
Tapping something.
days before he passed away.
All right, Joe, turn your TV down now.
Well, hold on.
I was just in the,
We don't want to hear this.
We
I was
can't
just
hear it,
thinking
dude.
about Jack. I was thinking about his fight. I just decided to put him on my arm with me. So I wrote JBS Strong for him on my
Wow.
wrist tape. And it's something that I've continued to do since then. And
That's
I'll
pretty
continue to do in the NFL too. And just a way to say I'm
I'd
thinking
rather go
about him.
Dorian Strong than
He's out
that.
on the field, me competing every
I
time I see him
probably
out there.
would
So
too,
that's why I
100%.
do it.
I just don't think he's a great player. I just don't think we need him.
Yeah, I agree.
2021 and Ryan Dave's first commitment against the full-time head coach of the Buckeyes.
All right.
Overall on my board. Now, you would have
Coming out of 62 overall.
Would you say, Joe?
Coming out of 62 overall on the board. On like the overall board.
Jeez. That's probably why they took him, just value-wise.
So I think this is
So does that mean we're trading TJ Watt?
Not necessarily. Then we just gave up an edge. Preston Smith's not coming back.
We have 9 million edges.
Yeah, but dude, TJ Watt seems like he gets hurt every season, and when he's healthy, Alex Highsmith's hurt. So
You want to talk about what? Yeah, I was going to say Heisman.
That is
way
true,
more than
actually.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like they're never healthy together. So
Yeah.
granted, you still have Herbig too. I love.
Mhm.
I love
Perfect's
it.
not a drop off. Dude, I like this. All
At
Big
some
Ten,
point,
baby.
that daggum TV's got to be turned down.
Please.
Big Ten.
But Joe, to your point earlier, Dorian Strong, BJ Adams, Denzel Burke, ZY Alexander, and Zach Frazier are the best corners available.
Did you say ZY Alexander?
Yeah, it was his eye.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to pronounce it wrong, so I spelled it.
This young man is here today. So
Um,
give a big round of applause. The 2025 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select
Very Sherrill.
dude, I think the Packers have done such a weird draft this year.
Well, they went 2 receivers, right?
Yeah, dude, they have 10 million receivers. Granted, receiver in the first was the right move, but then with your third round pick, you're getting another receiver.
Well, I saw they haven't took a receiver in the first round since like 2002.
Yeah.
And I think the fan base was all pissed off about it. So they're like, all right, screw it. We're just going to get 2 in the first 3.
I had to mute him. It's so loud.
Dude, I couldn't even concentrate.
Yeah,
I turned it down 30.
it's clear as day.
Well, then why you telling me to turn it up early?
I think,
Because for the Steelers pick.
Well, if you can
I
hear
think, yeah, I think their fan base was just kind of fed up with them not taking a receiver in the first round since 2002. So, what, 23 years ago?
Matthew Golden was hands down the right move. I know a lot of teams had Matthew Golden as the number 1 receiver in the draft. or not, maybe not teams, but like analysts. So it's like he was the right move. That's not a question. But why are you spending your 3rd round pick on a receiver also when you already have 4 competent receivers? Why do you need another one?
Well, Christian Watson's gone, or he's just so injured, dude. He can never stay healthy. You got Romeo Dobbs, Wicks, and who am I missing? Jaden Reed. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Even with Christian Watson gone, that's still now you have 4 really good receivers.
Yeah.
Like
maybe they'll try to trade somebody.
They had like number 2 receivers. They didn't have any ones, so that's why Matthew Golden's great. But now I don't know.
I can't believe Dallas passed him. I like the Tyler Booker pick. I think Tyler Booker was one of the best guards in the country last year. But what
Booker, his thing he did with Parsons and Slay,
what was it?
So he pretty much said he goes. People just love football, and he goes, what I love about football is I like people that love football. They wake up, they get excited to play their game, they show up to the game, and then they realize they got to go against Tyler Booker. And he goes, I will smack him in their mouth every play, every quarter. And he goes, and what I love is seeing the love of football leave their eyes.
I love that. I love that,
he said it, dude. I was hyped.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, dude.
It was so tough. Tough.
Listen, that's why I love these offensive linemen and defensive linemen, dude. Like they come in here with a different mentality, and it's just
Yeah.
But Matthew Golden being from Texas, right down the street from Dallas, I'm kind of confused why they won't pair up CD with somebody. I don't understand it. I feel like every year it's just CD, solo show.
Yeah. I think they wanted McMillan, and once McMillan was off the board, they were like, all right, let's fill in that Zach Martin role.
Yeah, I actually did forget he retired.
Yeah, it was more about they probably had McMillan as their guy, and once he went, they were probably more of let's just take the best available than what our need is. And
maybe they'll trade
Booker.
Maybe they'll trade for one of those Green Bay receivers. Dude, they need a number 2 receiver. I mean, who's their number 2 right now? Is it still Gallup?
No, I think Gallup is not even in the league. I don't know.
Who the hell is it?
No, I don't think it's Cooks either. It's Jalen Tolbert and Kevontae Turpin are 2 and 3.
Cooks went to he went to New Orleans, I think.
That's right. Yeah, he did.
And Gallup.
Whatever team drafted Cooks. Who drafted Cooks?
I think Saints.
Saints, right? Yeah, it's because I remember I saw the reunion, whatever. Brandon Cooks going back to the team who drafted him, or
Yeah. But all right, guys, I think we got to watch a little bit of the 4th round. Got to see the Steelers take Jack. I think this is a good place to wrap it up. And next week, we'll do a full draft recap. Maybe we can even prepare some stuff for the viewers. Maybe give our rankings on who we thought had the best draft, so on and so forth.
Can we do something real quick before we head out?
Yeah.
Can we each say the weirdest, most surprising pick of the draft and your favorite pick of the draft for any team? So take a minute. Take a minute here. I know one of mine.
So range is trending. Our feet's stirring us up, splitting us up. What if we came out from behind our guys?
So a surprising one and a favorite one?
One that doesn't make sense, and then one favorite one. So surprising, doesn't make sense, didn't see that happening.
But what if you didn't see it happening, but you kind of like it? But I would have never had this on any mock.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay. If you want,
I don't really even know what you asked me to be honest. I don't even know what you asked me. I was trying to fall.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait.
Can I lead it off?
Yeah.
So my favorite one has to be Barron to the Broncos. I think in that division, you're playing Herbert and Mahomes twice a year. You got to have a good defense. And to bring him in already on arguably maybe the best defense in the NFL, just had DPOY on their squad. And to bring in Barron, who is a great slot corner, can move a little bit outside, gritty guy, makes plays, not afraid to hit. I absolutely love that for Denver. To compete in that division, you got to have a good defense, and they got themselves a bad man.
Bad man.
The one
Bad
that
man.
I thought was the most surprising, which I don't necessarily, this is why I was asking. I don't look at this as a bad pick. It's just if I would have done 1,000 mock drafts, I probably would have never put this guy on this team. It was Emeka Ibuka going 19 to the Buccaneers. Looking at it, I really like it, but I did not see that happen. I was seeing Ibuka falling all the way to early second, mid second, and instead he's taken mid first above Matthew Golden. I don't really think many people had him over Matthew Golden. So
Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, I didn't see Buccaneers taking a receiver in the first round.
So
but
that
I really like it. Like
so
I don't
that's
think
that's
bad
mine. That's mine. That's such a weird pick to me. That's a surprising pick
Yeah.
to me. I love Ibuka. I love the Buccaneers, really. But you take Jalen McMillan last year has a very promising, first year.
Mm-hmm.
And you just signed Godwin. You're not going to get rid of Mike Evans. I mean, that's interesting to me. That's like very odd.
It's kind of the same thing that Chicago did last year, though, because they got Rome Odunze, I think, at 9, right? But they had Keenan Allen and DJ Moore already.
Yeah, but that's 3 already. Or they had
No, I
2,
know, I'm
and
just
they
saying,
got
just-
1 more.
I'm
Right?
just
You
saying,
need 3 receivers.
It's the same situation, is what I'm saying.
Me
I
personally,
disagree. Tampa has 1 more
Yeah.
guy.
Me
Who's the one more
personally,
guy?
I think
Jalen McMillan, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, now Emeka Ibuka.
McMillan.
He was good last
Yeah,
year.
he was.
He's
good.
all right,
So
though.
when Godwin went down, McMillan really stepped up and was good.
Killed it. He killed
What
it.
about Sterling
He was a
Shepard?
fantasy starter.
Yeah, get out of here. But I
Yeah.
will say this is I think by the Buccaneers doing this is a big sign that they're saying like they're getting ready for when Mike Evans is gone.
Could be. All right,
Yeah,
wait. Can I
could be.
give you my favorite pick?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have 2, and I keep going back and forth between them right now, but I'm going to say this one. I think Luther Burden to the Bears at pick 39. I think that's incredible value. I think he's going to be really good. I feel like they need a good slot guy, and I think that, dude, the Bears are going to be dangerous. I don't know, maybe not this year, maybe not next year. I don't know, but they're going to be good. I'm telling
Division's
you.
tough, though, man.
I know, but Ben Johnson's a different breed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then the other one I really liked, as far as value wise, is the Commanders getting Trey Amos at the end of the second round.
Yeah.
He was a potential first round guy, like late first round flyer, and he fell all the way through the second round, which is pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Amos, Ole Miss.
I think so. My favorite pick's definitely Will Johnson, like I was saying earlier. But I also like the linebacker. I can't remember his name. I think it's like Campbell, Jahad Campbell, maybe, or something like that. Was it Philly or is it KC?
Yeah.
Philly.
I really like that, dude. The most surprising pick to me was Loveland going over Warren. I was not expecting that at all. Did you guys see that coming at all? Because I thought Warren was.
I didn't see it coming, but I heard that a lot of people think Loveland's better. So I mean, take that for what it's worth.
I think Indy got a steal with him at 14 because I expected
100%.
Warren. Yeah.
Last time they drafted a tight end in the first.
It was a Dallas Clark.
Yeah, worked out pretty good for him.
Legend.
Yeah.
You know what? I do want to say I'm very surprised with Joe's favorite pick in the draft. I truthfully thought it'd be
Darius.
the Giants in the 3rd round getting Darius Alexander.
It is, and it's great value. It is, but you know what? I was a little gung ho, maybe a little too gung ho. I honestly, I saw a lot of mocks where he went at the end of the first.
You know what I just thought of though? That's gonna be a weird D line for them because they have Thibodeau, Burns, Lawrence, now Alexander, and they have Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Well,
I know Abdul Carter. He's very versatile. He can stand up, cover.
Which is weird too because they're going to trade Thibodeau, however you say it, but apparently they just picked up his 5th-year option.
Yeah, they did.
So yeah, it's super weird. I thought they're going to.
Well, you know what though? They did that because it makes a trade more attractive to another team because now they have him for a year. They don't have to give him a contract right off the bat.
Good question. If you're a 1st-round pick and you get traded still in your rookie contract, the team that trades for you, they could still pick up your 5th-year option. correct?
I don't know that actually. That's a good question.
Granted,
You might be right.
I don't know. I just know from Madden, if I trade for them, I can pick up their 5th-year option. But Madden's not always right about stuff. So
I don't know. It might be. I'm not sure.
Before we leave, I have a question. Is there a chance Shedeur doesn't get drafted?
No, I don't think so.
he has to get drafted.
Dude, I'm telling you guys.
Dude, I think it would be absolutely comical if his brother gets drafted before him. Like, dude, in all honesty, at this point, I'm kind of rooting for it.
Me too. But I do feel bad for Shedeur. Did you guys see that prank call he got?
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool. That's not cool.
No, that stuff's not cool at all.
My one buddy, he texted me this morning and was telling me about it. Granted, I don't know if he knows something I don't know because I've never heard this. He goes, round two pick for the Saints. Shedeur gets a prank call, and then they took Shuck. So he was waiting for them to announce his name, and instead they got Shuck. And he goes, the messed up part is that it was on video on his YouTube channel, and he said the NFL just gave him that phone the day before, and nobody had that phone number except for the coaches. So if it got leaked,
probably one of the GM's kids just screwing around with his friends or something.
Granted, I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, we're talking about professional organizations are letting that slip to do that. That's if that comes out, that's a bad look. Bad look for an organization.
I feel bad for him, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Bring him here.
At this point, there's no draft capital really being invested into him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a lot of media attention.
True, but you take a flyer on him. Worst case, one season, it doesn't work out. Screw it. Who cares? Earlier you're spending is a 5th-round pick on him at this point.
Yeah.
Who cares? 5th-round pick. See you next year. Go get a new quarterback. Let him walk.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Meanwhile, I'm rooting for him to go the first to the Steelers. He's still available, about to be the 5th round. That's hysterical.
All right, guys, we can talk about it more next week. We'll figure out where he goes. Hey, could be a Steeler. Could be.
I hope so.
Could be
any
Steeler,
other
could
team.
be a Brownie.
He could not be on a team. Who knows?
Well, they just got Gabriel too. I don't think they're going to go another quarterback.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
But all right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. We out of here. Happy draft days.